'tis the season to be jolly with a banana juice Christmas album. That's right, you hear some of your favorite hits done by the Problematicans themselves. Songs like the Christmas song, These Nuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Please come get them off the stove. Other hits you hear. Other songs you will hear, such as this holiday classic.
I sing Merry Christmas to Jews. That
Yeah.
would be horrible.
You have other hits like I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
I saw Mama juicing Santa's balls. In front of the camcorder last night. I think Santa had a disease because his penis started to sneeze and snot ran down my mama's chin.
and the holiday classic Let Us Know. Man, it is way too cold. How about no? How about no? How about no?
Woo! Let loose the Jews!
What's the deal with bananas? I mean, they got orange juice, you got apple juice. Where's the banana juice?
Here I go! Please stand for your problematic and Jews. What's up, good people? It's your boy Timo with the dance moves.
And it's Tim, the popcorn player.
That's right, that's right. And you are listening to
Banana Juice.
So thankful that you're tuning in again with your boys.
Yes, sir.
Bruh. That's never really happened before. You were listening to Burp.
That's nasty.
You done had too much juice.
Woo, my bad, y'all. But yes, 'tis the season. Christmas is coming in a couple of days.
That's right, that's right. Ho, ho, ho. Everybody jolly.
You don't know Santa Claus? Chris. Ho, ho, ho. Everybody jolly.
I ain't never seen Santa Claus. That's because you ain't living right.
I love that. I love those. What was it called? AMV Comics? I think that's what it was. It was like an AMV comic on YouTube where they did that. So look, that's homework for y'all. Y'all go watch that. It's bumping. It's hilarious. But yes, you're back. Where the juice resides, where the juice resides, where the juice resides, where the juice resides. And that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lady. Yo, if y'all have not seen that commercial, Where the Money Resides, it is hilarious. And so many questions.
That is crazy.
You just hop out the car. It's like you hopping out the trunk of this car. For what? Why?
Like, who had you in there?
Right. Like, I'm about to kill him with this, y'all. I'm about to come out the trunk of the car.
It's like,
okay.
come out the driver's seat.
Yeah. Like you could just walk out. We could have showed the car and then walked out of it.
At the back of the car. At the back of the car.
And then it was like, bro, why are your pants so tight? I'm like, you're like, his pants are super tight in this job, but okay. I mean, we just gonna ignore this. But the punctuation was, and that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm a lot of people saying like I'm Where the Money Resides is my theme for 2021. Look, what I'm taking is and that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's what I would say that all the time. But look, he also got t-shirts. This is my thing, man. I appreciate the business side of this, where you got something that goes viral, and instead of letting other people run with it, do Suede the remix and do all that stuff and letting other people capitalize immediately, this man was like, oh no, I'm a businessman. I got this car dealership. Guess what? I'm about to make shirts. I'm about to sell shirts. I went to buy a shirt. They are sold out. It's 5 different colors. All of them sold out already.
Wow.
And then he's doing stuff like doing like inspirational stuff on people's place, like on the Shade Room. They got him doing a morning inspiration. Like he's what is it? He's trademarked Where the Money Resides.
Oh wow.
So technically we might have to pay him. But
hey.
We might be cutting a check after this draft.
Shoot.
Singing the song and everything, but no, like that's.
Look, let's just quote our source. What's his name?
I don't know. I do not know. I could not tell
Honda
you.
Dude.
Honda dude, yeah.
The dude that be selling Hondas.
Yeah. Trunk or treat. I don't know.
Like we giving him credit for it, okay?
Right. We citing our sources.
We ain't trying to pay.
No. Matter of fact, let's just get off of this topic, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into these throwaways.
Oh, I love trash.
T.I. is back in the news. Not really back in the news, back in the ghetto news, I guess. He, on his podcast, Expeditiously, decided to offer some fatherly advice to all these other people that I guess he collabed with Lil Duval for this advice. But he basically said that time that you spend with your daughter alone, taking her to the mall, to shop, taking her to the movies, all of that stuff, those are thought prevention hours. That's what he called them. Those are thought prevention hours, saying that if as a father you don't spend time with your daughter, she is going to grow up to be
There's some hoes in this house.
Or for those of you who don't know what a thought is, basically like a hoe or a promiscuous girl, as Nelly Furtado put it. Now, here's my thing. Y'all, those are not thought prevention hours. That's called spending time with your daughter. Like, why do you have to? Like, what? No, just you're spending time with your daughter, not because you don't want her to be a hoe, but because you love her and you care about her. Why do we always have to? Why do we have to package these things as something that's clever, or if you don't do this, then bad things are going to happen? Like, no, just do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to spend time with your daughter. You're not preventing her from being a thought. You're helping her. You're getting to know her. You know, like that.
Being a father. That's what you're doing. Like, trust me. Like, I'm not going to. Okay, when I have my children, I am not going to spend time with them to prevent them from being prostitutes or gigolos or like gone down the bad route. Like,
right.
Like, yes, you teach them morals so they know better, but spending time with them, I'm gonna tell you right now, playing video games or board games with my children is not going to be preventing them from being whores. It's just going to be me spending time with them because that's what fathers do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's having fun. It's like getting to know your child is like spending time with them.
Right. And then even to use you talking about spending time with your daughter as a way to also disrespect women, it's like what is this crap sandwich you are serving up your listeners? And I know it's a bunch of thugs, it's a bunch of like people who are about that life who laughing and like, yeah, he right about that. He right about that. If you don't spend time with her, then she gonna be a hoe. Like, I mean, oh, that's one theory. But also, did T.I. not spend a lot of time with his daddy? Because he a hoe. like you can't even be faithful to your wife. So what are you gonna tell me about being a father? Like I was like, you can probably tell me more about being a thought, as he is a thought himself. Then you can tell me about fathering. Just because all your children are in the house, you got a show and all that stuff. You don't love your children enough to stay faithful to their mama. So, who needed to spend more time with you, mama and daddy? Let me know, because you were missing some time with them.
Dang. And my thing is, like, I feel like you way too involved with like preventing your daughter from having sex, but you're not saying anything about your sons.
Right.
Like, I feel like stuff like that is just it's crazy. You too focused on your daughter and you just letting your sons do whatever.
Right.
Like, if you think about it, his two youngest sons be talking to him and their mama any kind of way.
Any kind of way. I'm like, first of all, you need to be teaching some respect.
Right. But you too stuck on like, oh, I'm gonna go with my daughter to the gynecologist to make sure she ain't having sex. Are you doing the same thing with your sons?
I just want my baby.
Yeah. Are you going with them to the peanut colony?
What?
Like, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything illegal.
What are you doing that's balancing this out? Because right now you seem like one of those dads that's like too invested in his daughters, which makes it creepy and not like parental.
Yeah. And so like I look, I'm just one of those people where like I probably used to really be like, yeah, T.I., he's a good father, he's good, until I found out that he was notoriously unfaithful to his wife. So now in my book, there's nothing you can say to me. Like you can, like you don't need to be shelling out any advice to anybody just because you so happen to have a wife that you can cheat on and she still stay with you. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. Real. Right, you really are on that Bill Cosby. That would be like Bill Cosby continuing to try to give black men advice on how to be responsible black men. I was like, do you think that we were on the Quaalude the last 5-6 years when you've been through these court cases? No, sir. You just shut your mouth and stick to what you know best. No, don't stick to what you know best to Bill Cosby. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stick to what you know best. But I just with T.I., like, I'm not going to say that I will never give him props on stuff that he does, but he loses my support in the fact that like you just keep disrespecting your wife,
right,
continuously. Right. Like I have no room there to support in any way anybody who would constantly just do that to the person that they say they love. So, yeah. So go ahead.
And then try and make it seem like you all about your daughter and like, nah, that's okay.
Right.
Because the way you talk, it make it seem like you only got a daughter. Like you ain't got, you ain't got no sons.
Yeah. So to me, he is problematic in the worst way, So, but from T.I. keeping his daughter from being a super freak to the super freak himself, Rick James, there apparently is a limited series that is being pitched to multiple companies called Super Freak that will be about the life of Rick James. And so that's pretty interesting to me. It's from UCP Productions, that's Universal Content Productions. And while I get it, and Rick James is definitely a major figure,
icon.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah. It's
the only limited series I needed to see on Rick James was the Chappelle Show.
right. And I feel like that will be the number one thing that a lot of people will be looking for. I know me personally, if I were to watch the limited series, I would be looking for that particular thing to be happening.
Yeah.
And I'd be disappointed because I know they wouldn't be focusing on that.
Right.
I'd just be like, this is garbage. I don't even want to watch it. And,
right.
You know, like, no disrespect to his life, because I know, like, he's been going through a lot of, he went through a lot of stuff.
But he did.
Yeah. but
like, I'm not laughing at the fact that he did.
But the fact that I said, like, going through, like, no, like, knowing that in his life he went through a lot of different things. Like, I mean, I get it, but I feel like the Chappelle Show also covered that. Like, he went through the thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of struggles. He did a lot of crazy stuff.
We got it.
So, I feel like I know enough.
Yeah, like I don't need to know anything else past that. So from the super freak to some super geeks, and I mean that in the best way possible. There are 3 black geniuses who have the highest IQs in the world. The world, and they are all young as a fool. Now, I don't know if I'm saying their names correctly, but Ramarni Wilfred, with the IQ of, let me see, 162.
Ooh.
Which is higher than Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking.
Wow.
At 16 years old.
Wow.
Ramarni Wilfred. Then we have Alana George. Her IQ is 140. Guess how old she is?
How old?
4 years old.
No.
Yes, she is 4 years old with an IQ.
140?
Yeah.
A 4-year-old.
Yes. A 4-year-old with an IQ of 140. Like that to me, that's impressive. that's impressive.
Oh, she in the beginning of learning.
Yeah.
She's already ahead of so many people.
Right. I was like, okay. All right. She taught herself how to read before starting school. Yes, taught herself how to read. How do you even do that? How do you? I could not imagine how you teach yourself to read by yourself. Like, and what are her parents doing? Her parents were just like, look, we geniuses, we gave birth to you, figure it out. We about to see if you a genius. I just threw a book in her. Here, read this. She's like, I don't know how to read. Like, figure it out. Get no handouts here.
Hey, then Ray Charles. I'm gonna show you once. And after that, you on your own.
Yo.
Like, dang.
It's hard out here for a 4-year-old.
Hey. But that's she gonna be going to Harvard by the time she 12?
Yeah, probably. And then Elena Beavers, at 4 years old as well, she possessed an IQ of over 145. Yeah. So this is incredible. Like, Lord, if you did it for them, when I have children, do it for me.
Yes.
do it for mine. I don't want to have no juniors from the Hughley show. I don't want to have junior from my wife and kids. I just give me an Elena Beavers. give me an Alana George. Give me a Romani. In Jesus' name. Make my children geniuses. In Jesus' name. Look.
Amen. Claim it, receive it.
Right. I see that provide. But look, she could identify each letter of the alphabet when she was 10 months old. Not even a year. 10 months old. Yeah, that's an A. Yeah, that's a B. That's a W. That's a Z.
Now, who you trying to fool?
Who you trying to fool with this? I know this.
Like, I know D goes one way and B. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Go make that out of here. Go make my bottle.
Go make my bottle. I'm tired of this.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
I mean, but basically, and then when she was 5 years old, she could recite and name every North American state on the map and capital. I couldn't do that when I was 15 years old. I can't do that at 35 years old. I mean, I can name the states, but if you just threw a shape up there and said, what state is this? I'm like, I don't know.
Memphis?
Memphis? Is that Memphis? That's Kirby Memphis. That's Square Memphis. That's a Memphis shoe. That's Long Memphis.
That's Texas.
That's it. That's Texas. I know them. That's Texas.
Stay away from that.
But like there are still states I don't know all the capitals to. Like I couldn't tell you to this day. I can't tell you the capital of Rhode Island. To this day, I can't tell you the capital of Dakota. I can't tell you. And don't try and say which one, north or south. There's only one Dakota. They tricking us. It's only one Dakota. The 50th state is Cuba.
Oh my God.
I promise you.
I know a few. I know a few from middle school, but I do not know all 50. I cannot. I ain't even finna try it. But
no, you can't get me to do that. So, I mean, high IQs to just getting high. They have. There is an experiment going on in Canada where they are looking to prove that cannabis could possibly prevent COVID-19. Now, when they say that, they're not talking about this Reggie. Reggie
Miller.
No, they ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about no Reginald marijuana or nothing from just your local dope dealer, nothing like that. But they have combined specific strands of sativa in hopes to find another cure for COVID-19 or a way to prevent COVID-19, not a cure, but prevention. And so it is still in the research stages. I think they have, they're, or maybe it's in the experimental stages. Let me look. We're going to say it's in the experimental stages. So we might be legalizing weed.
One person you know who already cured Snoop
For
Dogg.
shizzle.
Well, it's specific strands of sativa that they mix.
He tried every strand.
It's in there.
He been experimenting for a while. Oh, he found it already. He good. That's what Joe Biden should have put on. Would have been had a cure. Would have hit the streets long time ago.
long time ago. I keep saying strand. I mean strain. But,
like, hey, shoot, we would have had it on the streets. They would have called it. We got that weed mixed with that Pfizer and Moderna. we got that Federnifius.
Fraternity.
Go to your grandma's house. I got treatment for my glaucoma and COVID.
Fraternity.
What you smoking on? Now Federnifius. I'm hot and healthy.
This won't be where the COVID resides, where the COVID resides, where the COVID resides.
Fast off with
That's the one! That's the one! Mask off with fraternities. Yeah. That's it. That's it right there. I like that. Y'all, so those were your throwaways.
I love them because they're trash.
Okay, so it's time to get into some prop topics. You know, these stories we didn't quite see as throwaway worthy, so we wanted to just talk a little bit about them. And Tim got really heated when we talked about this, but we'll go ahead. Let's start this John off wrong with Trump considering a revival of The Apprentice.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
After he leaves the White House. Yes, he's already he's made numerous references to how ratings have been down, and how, you know, we all know that he's hung up on ratings and just different aspects of always saying that things are failing, and so he thinks that he's going to bring life back to NBC.
I'm sorry, what?
Or was it on NBC? I feel like it was on NBC. Life back to NBC by bringing back The Apprentice. And I just don't understand how you go from being president of the from going from being a celebrity, millionaire or billionaire, I don't know, I ain't counting his pockets, to the president, and then go back to being on Apprentice. Because my thing is, we still pay you. Like, you still get a check after you're the president of the United States.
Here's the thing. He said that he didn't want the money.
He ain't give it back.
Well, he never took it.
No, he did. That first year, he didn't take like the first couple months, but he been taking the rest of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, when your buildings ain't crap. Here's what I find funny. I find it funny that he's like planning all this stuff for The Apprentice and like what he's gonna do once he leaves the White House. Yet this man has not said anything about how to help the economy. Hadn't said anything about like what to do about COVID or like relief for anybody. Like nothing. But he worried about like trying to stay in the White House.
Yeah. And
he worried about The Apprentice. My thing is, once you get out of the White House, it's funny that you think that you're gonna get The Apprentice started back up, because I don't see a camera crew going to jail with it. I don't see this happening. You talking about ratings being down? The only thing that's going down is you own a big man named. You think NBC is going to welcome you back with open arms? Bubba's just going to welcome himself in your arms, with hairy arms. I don't see how you really feel like you have a future in television or anything outside of the penitentiary when you leave the White House. Like, sir, like people are waiting for you to leave so they can lock you up.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Like, you may pardon yourself, but the crimes you didn't fart. You didn't pass gas. So pardon me is not going to do it for you. You are going to jail. You going to jail, my G. Like,
Not my G.
they going to polish the orange off of you, dude.
But here's the thing, though.
You finna encounter a new series. Orange is the new black.
I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I do see somebody picking it up, because if 74 million people voted for him, over 74 million people voted for him, then that's 74 million people you can guarantee are going to watch The Apprentice with Donald Trump.
But how? They can't stop him from going to jail. What you going to make from jail? And the only thing that will be getting picked up is the soap.
Oh, no.
Like, he's not gonna be making the films that y'all think he's gonna
make. look, Obama got the Netflix deal. He about to get the Pornhub deal.
Like, no. The camera shots of Trump that come out when he out of office, y'all ain't gonna want to see those. I promise you.
Trump and his giant peaks. That's gonna be the first one. Ooh. They gonna do MAGA. Donald Trump in MAGA. My Angus gets assassinated. Yo, that. But I mean, look, I feel you on that though.
Melania has already left him. Like, y'all.
Well, in her heart, not physically.
Did you see the picture of the soldier dude that she was dancing with, and then she was holding his hand, the same soldier dude that she danced with at the ball?
What? No, I did not see that.
They were walking in front of Trump.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
Yes. One. I'm telling you, it was at a ball. Melania was dancing with the same soldier dude, and then you look at another thing where they're heading back to Air Force One. Melania and the soldier dude, she is linked up with him, like linked arms with this guy.
Oh, I do see these pictures now.
Yes, she is linked arms with this guy in front of Trump.
Yeah, Trump walking all in front of her. He got no umbrella. She under the umbrella with this dude with her arms locked. Okay.
This is your
president. Oh, this picture of them dancing together like they are.
I'm telling you.
That's the most affection I've ever seen her give anybody. Not her children, not her husband. It's like, oh, she care for you. She care for you.
Well, like I said, Melania left Trump.
Yeah, you might be right about that, player. I have never seen these pictures before.
She left Trump.
Oh, she actually laughing with this dude next to her? He got his hand on the small of her back and she just laughing? Like, that's a real laugh. That's not...
That's not the, oh, Donald, you're so funny.
That's the... Okay.
That's the, oh, you actually said something funny.
Right.
She put her heart and soul into that laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yo, these are the most pictures I've ever seen of Melania smiling.
Telling you.
Like, dang.
Like,
Well,
I'm sorry. Like, and what makes you think? Hold on. First of all,
get it off your
this,
chest,
this,
man.
this is another thing. You're not a successful businessman. You wasn't a successful president. You were barely successful with The Apprentice. You had to bring celebrities on for it to be like even more entertaining because it went dry. And then you weren't really on The Apprentice much.
True.
Like it was more about watching the other people. And then you came in at the end. So
that's actually really true.
It is not really you that people are interested in.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like I you're just how do I say you suck. I you yeah, you suck, and your prison mates are about to find out just how much you suck.
Just how well you suck. Oh man. But I mean, while we're talking about sucking, Tennessee is sucking at preventing COVID-19 because numerous doctors have said that Tennessee is the worst in the world. The world, not the country, the world, Craig. The world. We are the worst for coronavirus transmission. Our ICUs were at 98% capacity. At one point in the entire state, there were only 13 empty beds in the ICU.
Oh my God.
That was at one point last week. And look, driving around Memphis, I because like I believe that most of this is coming from like the really rural cities where they're going back to school full force. You know, like people who think that their money can buy them out of COVID. You know, people who think that it's a hoax, like, but then also, and not just to put it on, like, it's a lot of ignorant people in Memphis as well. I pulled up to Walmart and I really needed something out of there. And then when I pulled up, I saw how many cars there were. I pulled right off. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Y'all folk are really, really out here when there's a whole, you can't tell me that you're doing Christmas shopping. It's a whole Amazon. It's a whole Amazon that you could use.
Absolutely.
You know, get that Amazon Prime. Do that.
And a lot of these stores are delivering to to your doorstep. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing that you can really say that explains why you feel like you need to just be in there so much.
Right.
And not only that, but be in there without a mask.
Yes.
Like yes. That's where the trouble lies. Like I'm disappointed in Tennessee, but at the same time, it's like, like, yeah, they gonna do stuff like that.
Right.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like it's too many people who are just over the pandemic.
Yeah.
And because they're over it, they walk around with the mindset that it's nothing. It's nothing going on. It like whatever. Like, and to use God as an excuse, like, I'm walking by faith. Like, God's got me. Or if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. My thing is, God has also blessed you with a brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
To know when and when not to do something. Um, like, yeah, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But I'm not finna put a gun to my mouth and pull the trigger and just be like, God got me.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
That don't make sense.
come on. Like, be smart about what you're doing. Like, stop being stupid.
Yeah, like you still have to use wisdom, and like just even I feel you on that thing. Like people's trying to use faith as an excuse for their ignorance, but faith without works is dead, and the only work that we ask you to do is put a mask on. Like if you're going to be in public, because if you're like me and you're like I don't trust people to pick out my produce, I'm going in to pick out my produce, then fine, but wear a mask. You have to wear a mask. Like you shouldn't be just think all right, well, God, like you said, God's got me. I mean, God also gave us doctors.
Yeah.
And then he's giving us wisdom. We're not supposed to tempt God anyway,
God created the people who created masks for you
Yeah.
to protect you from it. So,
And my thing is like also one of the major things in the Bible is loving your neighbor. And so how can you love your neighbor when you won't even put on a piece of cloth around your face
right.
to protect them? And so I was in Walmart one time. The last time I was actually in Walmart, I was looking for a specific type of extension cord for one of our for our extra refrigerator. So I was going because Lowe's was closed. So I was going to look to see if they had it because I didn't want it to be a wasted trip. So I'm in there, and this guy walks past with his wife in front of him, and he's behind me, mugging me. Now he couldn't have thought I was looking at his wife because he clearly didn't even want to look at her. That's why she was walking in front of her. I'm not gonna check the wife. I'm not gonna do that. She did have a mask on, so all I can tell you, not my type. My type is my wife. So I'm not looking at your wife, sir. So he couldn't have been looking at me like that. But he started mugging me. He didn't have on a mask. And I did. And he's looking at me, mugging at me. And I'm like, almost like he was daring me to say something about him not having a mask on. And my thing was like, I'm not going to say nothing to you because if you want to be a jerk and want to walk around looking like a jerk, then fine. Go ahead. You can walk around looking like, for lack of a better phrase, a penis. So like those people who know what they know. But yeah. So like he's walking around looking at me crazy. I'm like, look, I'm just making sure I stay an appropriate distance away from you. You stay on that side. Don't say nothing to me. Don't cough in my direction. Really stop looking in my direction before I throw this little basketball from this bin at your face. And it really just give you a reason to cover your mouth. So, but I was thinking, and I was like, the audacity, like. Even if you don't care about people who are going in and shopping, okay, you should still care about the people who have to work at those stores to provide for their family, who have to be in contact with all this stuff when they're shelving and doing all that. Like you should be mindful of them. And all you have to do is put a cloth over your face to do it, or just not come in at all, sir. Like you could have left your wife in there and you could have sat in the car and said, like, no, I don't feel like putting on the mask. You could go ahead and go in. Like that's right. That's all you had to do.
Nobody is going to like be mad at you for sitting in your private car with a mask.
Right.
Because you're not bothering anybody. But when you go into a public area and decide I'm not going to follow the rules, well then like what do you expect to happen?
Right.
Like I see all these videos of people that are so mad because they're like the store employees are kicking them out of the store because they don't have a mask because they don't want to wear one.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, like these stores have like extra masks like in the front for you to like get.
Mm-hmm.
Like because they know like okay, sometimes people forget their mask.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we got masks for you to wear. Put this on. The fact that you are turning it down and like, nope, I don't even want to wear it. Like, that to me is just like blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because these are the same people, like, well, some of the same people that say, like, I don't get why like black people are so mad about like the police pulling them over. Like, just follow the rules and you won't get arrested and stuff.
Right.
But you can't follow a simple rule and you get mad because you're getting kicked out of an establishment that clearly tells you you have to wear a mask before entering this building in order to
Right.
shop here. Like, I don't get it.
I get it. People are jerks. Like that's like really that's the excuse me again with the burps. But really that's the long and the short of it. People around here they are absolutely jerks and they're really selfish and that's what it's boiling down to. You can't in the same breath say that you love America and then say but I'm not going to wear a mask when I go out in public.
Right.
You cannot love America and not love Americans. You know what I mean? Like if you say that you love America and all of that, then maybe you should put on a mask so that way America can go back to being what it used to be. You know, like if you're talking about they're shutting down the government, they're shutting down the economy. This is the worst thing that happened. Yeah, because you won't listen. Because you won't listen.
Like, if you would just wear a mask, the economy would be fine.
Right.
Like, it's all of this is the one time you can do something for your country.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is an instant where you can do something for your country and do something for your fellow man and show yourself neighborly, show yourself to be somebody that cares about other people.
Yeah.
Like, showing yourself to be a good Christian.
Right.
But you choose to not do it. But and here's the mind-blowing thing. It's like you're not allergic to a mask.
Yeah.
You're not allergic. It's not going to kill you. It's not something that is going to mess you up. But you're just choosing not to do it because you want to be defiant.
Right. Right. So, like you're a jerk. You are a turd. You are a piece of crap if you feel that strongly about not wearing a mask that you would go into a public establishment, not wear a mask, and dare somebody to say something to you and try and make these people's jobs harder.
Right.
Who are just trying to like support their family. That is an issue, and that is something that you should be ashamed of. But we know that no problematicans are in that category of people. And if you are in that category of people, you're a jerk.
And that's on who? Man had a little lamb.
we're not gonna take it back. You are a piece of crap who listens to our show, and that's perfectly fine with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the listen. Thanks for the downloads. But
wear a mask.
Wear a mask. that's all people are asking you to do. It's not even that big of a deal. It's really not. It's not gonna kill you to do it. All right. So those were your prime topics. Tim, tell the people who got the juice. Tell the people who got the juice.
All right. So you all may remember this person from last year because they had the juice last year for doing the exact same thing that they did this year.
Okay.
Florida man Mike Esmond of Gulfstream, Florida, paid off $7,600 worth of utility bills for 114 of his neighbors who were facing cutoff deadlines.
Wow.
He has been reported to have done the same thing last year to prevent his neighbors in the community from going without the basics during the holidays. We can all agree that this is a grand gesture, but this year it means so much more because of everything that has gone on. Esmond has truly blessed the lives of the people in his community and is a bright light in what has been a dark year. So God bless you, Mike Esmond. And I just gotta say, you are truly a wonderful person. Like, this is the type of stuff that we need to see going on. This is the type of love for one another that we need to see going on. This is being what we envision an American being.
Yeah.
So, Mike Esmond,
You got the juice now, man.
And now, what you've been waiting for this entire show, yo, problematic top 5. Whoa! So this week we decided, since the Space Force is in full effect, with the Guardians.
this man.
What is going on? I thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with this. But no, he's sitting up there playing Destiny, and he was like, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's Space Force, Guardians. Let's go.
I'll be Star-Lord. Someone else can be Gamora.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who is Groot? I just
But yeah, we are going to talk about the top 5 forces that we do not want to see. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Number 5, we don't want to see no black forces with black pants. If you wear black Air Force Ones, I hate you. I hate everything you stand for. I hate the black rubber of your soles. I hate the black leather of the shoe. I hate the black cloth you use to tie the shoes up. I hate the clear aglets because they still look black. I hate your black soles. I hate your black tongue. I hate the black holes that's at the top of it. I hate that you put white force fields inside of the force. I just hate it. And then you walk around with these black jeans and black forces looking like a stick figure.
we can't tell where you begin and where you end.
Like, I hate black forces. I
Walking
hate
around with a fairly odd Paris body.
Fairly Odd Forces looking at. Them just look like Eddie Munster shoes every time. He just walk around these orthopedic Nikes like you cool. Take the monkey off. You embarrassing us. I hate them. I hate them.
Number 4, Forces of Nature, the movie with Sandra Bullock.
Yo, no.
Just don't watch it.
Just don't watch it. Don't do it.
Just don't. I don't know what else to tell you. This is supposed to be problematic, but this is just letting you know. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Number 3, the force behind a mean fart. I mean, a mean dookie. You know, that force, that's a force that cuts deep, man. Especially when you had the cheese. And then that dookie rock solid. This dookie got to be that pissed. And it just will not go. You popping blood vessels in your eyeballs to try to get that shit out.
Like, get out!
Looking like
cell block 4. Get out! Please get out!
I swear, look, I'll never know the pain of childbirth. But I remember every time I lay a big old log and I feel like I cut my butt open trying to force that jut out. Like, oh, I'm gonna need stitches after this jut.
Your butthole walking around like Heath Ledger. I got these scars.
A block of Kobe Jack cheese. Chased down with some hot wings from Crystal. And an eggnog shake.
And I'm like, why so silly? Oh, number 2. Trump forcing Melania to hold his hand. It's like you want to see it, but you don't at the same time. Right. After the first slap away, it's pretty embarrassing. It's like, oh man, like, all right, dude, stop trying. Like you're really forcing this, and it's making me uncomfortable. Like, please stop. She's with the other guy. The other guy.
It's over for you. She's moved on. She's moved on, man.
She wouldn't dance with you at the White House. Stop. It's over, man.
Game over. Game over, man.
That's what that picture looked like, though. It looked like she left that man at the school dance.
He just looking like Napoleon Dynamite when he came out the bathroom. You guys in depth. I think she left a minute ago. Look. You can dance with my date if you want to. And it's his daughter. He's like, okay.
Okay.
That's Jared Kushner talking to him. You can dance with my date if you want.
This was my first choice anyway. I did it so they wouldn't say I was on some TI mess.
Time to get those thought prevention hours in. And the number one force that we don't want to see is Mitch McConnell forcing a smile.
Oh my goodness. Look, okay, I'm going to tell y'all for real who Mitch McConnell looked like. If you've ever seen The Never Ending Story, Mitch McConnell looked like Mora the Ancient One. And if you don't know who Mora the Ancient One is, the giant turtle.
Yeah.
That's who Mitch McConnell looks like.
Oh,
and
man.
every time they give him a stimulus bill, we don't care.
His whole face looks like a 93-year-old vagina. So if you ever wanted to know what a 93-year-old looks as she's getting her vagina tightened, just watch Mitch McConnell smile real slow, and that's guy just force that smile in. Like, oh no.
To answer the question, y'all all were wondering when y'all saw Mitch McConnell turning purple. Y'all like, what's happening with Mitch McConnell? He was turning back into a California raisin, y'all. That's what happened.
Mitch McConnell look like a wrinkle in time. He looked like when you trying to rip the saran wrap off, and it just stick to it. Like I mixed it. I mixed it.
McConnell's face looked like chewed up bubble gum.
Mitch McConnell's face looked like in elementary school when you used to put all that glue on your hand and then you peel it off. Look, mama, it's Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell look like when your toes get a cramp and they do this, they kind of cross over. Like my toe cramp. That's Mitch McConnell's face.
Mitch McConnell look like when you leave your fingers in water too long.
Mitch McConnell look like when you wipe your booty with that cheap toilet paper and your finger busts through and they got a little doo-doo on it. And then you wipe the extra doodle on the whole roll. That's what Mitch McConnell look like.
Mitch McConnell looked like Sully off of Monsters Inc. shaved ball. He looked like the naked mole rat. Mitch McConnell looked like a hairless mink.
Mitch McConnell looked like a ball sack with arthritis. I don't even know I don't know what that would look like. It just looked like Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell looked like the black ice that's stuck on your mud flap.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that was the problematic top 5. Look, we want to thank y'all so much for rocking with us here on Banana Juice. Look, the next maybe 5 or 6 episodes, we're trying out new music for the problematic top 5, as you heard today. And so we want you to vote on which one we should keep. So either we keeping them, like we keeping one, maybe we keep 2 and put it in rotation, or we just keep rotating them in and out. However we see fit. That's up to you all. Okay, but we want to know what's your favorite song. So check us out on Instagram. This is Banana Juice. And you'll see the post there that you can definitely like, comment, let us know which one is the best. So yeah, we keeping it moving, we keeping it going. Make sure YouTube, This is Banana Juice, thisisbananajuice.com is still under construction. The homepage is live. So if you were looking to I know some people, that's how they listen to the show, feel free to do that. But yeah, our t-shirt person no longer makes t-shirts. So we are looking for another vendor so that way we can get this stuff out to you all and, get you rocking that juice on the outside, All right. So until next time, it's your boy Timo with the dance moves.
And it's Tim, the popcorn player.
Banana Juice.
Out. Juice.